Are you new to the world of organic design? Well, Audrey from Sempertex is here and she talks us through the basics to create things like that. Hello, Greg from Balloon Market here and welcome to BMTV. And as you can see, she's back. Audrey from Sempertex. Hello.
Hi Greg.
You okay?
Yes. Thank
I'm
you
liking
for
your
having me
earrings.
back.
I didn't mention them before, but they're very
They're
cute.
cool, hey?
Balloon dogs, yeah.
They were a gift, so I can't even buy them anymore. So,
Okay,
yeah.
lovely. Very
Cute.
nice.
Do you want to borrow them?
No, thank you. I
all right.
don't pierce the ears.
Oh.
Never mind. Anyway, I thought you were going to offer to pierce my ears. No, that's going too far. We're filming. Right. What are we going to do, Audrey?
So we're going to do basic organic clusters.
Okay.
And building blocks of organics.
Wait a second. What's organic?
Well, there's a lot of YouTube videos on Balloon Market of organics. So and I wanted to bring it back to the basics.
So we're going back to basics.
Yes.
Now, before we talk about organic, that's something that's probably happened in the last 10 years, maybe. Yeah, about 10 years. Before that, everything was classic, wasn't it?
Yes.
What is classic? Very briefly.
Well, classic is the balloon size to a specific size, and especially in columns, they're all pretty much the same.
Very
they're
uniform.
All very uniform, all the same size.
Okay.
And you can see that they're all sized to the same.
And organic is not.
No, it's not. It's just you size different sizes. You add a lot of 5-inch and 12-inch and 18, 24, even 36-inch to your designs, and it becomes more of a flow.
Yeah.
It's more what you see and kind of figure out where it's going to go.
Yeah.
So you design to the structure, like a sailboard or a wall or an arch.
And we've done plenty of those on BMTV before.
Yes.
But going back to basics now. Different people have different techniques, don't they? So
many different techniques.
So this is your technique.
This is my technique.
This is how you do it. Okay, let's get straight into it.
Okay, super. So I often think of how I'm going to do my organics. Am I going to do a cluster of 4, or I'm going to do a cluster of 6 or a cluster of 8.
Okay.
So it depends on what I'm designing for. So if I'm just going to do a little garland, a cheap garland for somebody with a character on it, I'll probably do a cluster of 4 into a design. So I can show you a little cluster.
Okay.
So here's a basic quad.
Yep.
We've done it in our balloon basics. And what I do is I just do a quad of different size, the organic size. This one is pretty much, well, they're not all the same size. When I've done them, I haven't done it 2 size. And then I'm just going to attach another one, a few of them to make a mini garland.
So you've started with a cluster of 4.
Yes.
And you say that sometimes you do a cluster of 6 and then a cluster of 8.
Yes.
So how do you make a cluster of 6 from this?
From this one? Yeah. So I will add another duplet to this. So here's one I did earlier. So just take the duplet and I take the neck of the duplet and I push it into the middle and I twist them around. And again, we twist twice in case that it...
Okay.
And then I just attach this to the next cluster.
And if you're making a cluster of 8...
I would add another duplet.
Let's do that.
Yeah. Okay. So again, what I would do for this one, because it's getting a little bit tight now, I'm going to take the knot into the middle.
Yeah.
And just push it down. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to double twist it together like that. And then there's a cluster of 8.
So they're your 3 basic building blocks.
For me, yes, that's what I'll do.
That doesn't look too organic because they are of similar shape. But if you wanted to add something in that was maybe a bigger balloon.
Yes, I would do an 18-inch.
So you could do a cluster of 4, 6 and 8 again with an 18-inch.
Yes.
Have we got any examples of that?
Yes, I do, yes. I have a cluster of
I'll take that.
4 with an 18-inch.
Okay.
So you can see, this one's sized a little bit differently as well.
So exactly the same.
It's exactly the same, and I would add another duplet to that. I wouldn't add another 18-inch to this.
Okay.
If I make a garland, I would do one with an 18-inch. Then I'd probably do another one with just 12 inches, and then I would add another 18-inch to the next one. Or I would do like 2 and then another 18. Everyone works differently, and it's also where I'm styling it. So if I'm styling it on an easel, I probably wouldn't use too many 18 inches as I'm going up. So I would use them more at the base of the garland. So
that's a 4.
Yeah.
Is that a 6 or an 8?
So this is
it's an 8.
Yeah, it's an 8. So this one is a two fours
Okay.
Together with the necks tied together.
So it's one of these, and it's one just for 12 inch.
Well, if I wanted to make this into an 8, I would tie this. I would put the necks together, but at the moment it's just tied together.
Oh, I see.
With the nozzles, because this was my 4 garland.
Okay.
But if I wanted to make this into a cluster of 8, I would definitely push my necks down.
Make it nice and tight.
Yeah, make it nice and tight and make this garland, and then it'll be a thicker garland.
Okay. I think we need to make the garlands and show people what they are. Now, I'm going to introduce you to the clicky finger thing.
I'm so happy.
Okay.
I'm so my happy place.
You've got to face that way.
Okay, this way.
Then, yes, and then we're going to click our fingers together.
Okay,
You ready?
ready.
3, 2, 1. Those clicks are so good.
Honestly, Greg, it's so magical.
That is.
Yeah.
It must be the Elsa thing going on. So
there we go.
very good. Right. This is what?
This is a garland of clusters of 4.
Okay.
Yes, with 2 18 inches in. And just to reiterate that the 18 inches should always face forward or up.
Yeah.
Because if they face back, then you lose your 18 inches.
Yeah.
What's the point in having 18 inches?
Exactly.
So this would be a garland. I would probably do 1 or 2 more on either side and sell it as a meter garland.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I think we should do something I've never actually done before.
What?
We're going to do multiple clicks. I know.
Greg.
I know.
I'm in my happy place.
Okay,
honestly.
good.
Okay, are you ready?
Turn around. Let's
are
do
you
a
ready?
click. Yeah.
What are we going to do click for?
We're going to click, and then we're going to. Well, we need to look at the garland that's made of 6s.
Yes. Okay, let's do it.
So this is magic.
Do you know what? I am magic. Okay,
3,
right, so
2, 1. Excellent. Your clicks are amazing. Anyway, so this has got bigger.
I know. Well, to be honest, they're the same amount of clusters.
Yeah.
But they 6.
Clusters of 6.
Clusters of 6, yeah. This is my preferred one, like when I do a lot of organics.
So what would you use this for as opposed to
I
the
use
one?
them for most of my organic garlands. Yeah, this is my favorite one because it's not too bulky, cost effective for when I price it for my customers, and it's very malleable for most of the things. So when I do I do a lot of garland over the letters.
Okay.
That's my thing for weddings and stuff. This is the formula I use. So I do a cluster of 6 with an 18 inch, then just a cluster of 6, cluster of 6 with an 18 inch, and a cluster of 6. Yeah.
We need to go bigger. Come on.
Okay. Oh, you ready?
3, 2, 1. Wow. Okay. So this is the clusters of 8.
Yes.
Same thing.
Same formula.
8.
Yes. And again with the 18 inch. So this one I would use more, I personally would use more on a hoop to make it look a bit fuller.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or if I'm just doing like a garland up the side of the sailboard, I'll probably use an 8. Also depending on costing as well. So that also depends on if I use more balloons or not.
Okay.
So it depends, yeah. But I like this one as well, but the 6 is the one I usually prefer.
So this is all very nice.
Yes.
But you do something else as well, don't you?
Yes.
Should we get rid of this?
Yes, okay.
Okay, let's get rid of this, and we're going to move to 5 inches, aren't we?
Yes. So if we take our clusters of 4, I'm going to show you some add-ons. So what I do, this is an add-on of 3.
Okay.
So a cluster of 3. Not necessarily on this cluster, but I'm just going to show you the different add-ons that I do use. So I usually tie them together with a 260, an inflated 260. For those of you who don't know how to do that, I usually cut my clear 260 in half.
Yeah.
Take the air out. You don't have to, but it just makes it a bit more stringy. I tie a knot in the end of it. And then I tie it to one side, tie it to the other side, and that becomes
it's easy to place that in.
It's easy to prep as well. So if you prep a lot of this beforehand, you can put them in the bags. When you get to your venue, you just add them onto your...
So how do you put it on?
So I look and see where I need it aesthetically, and then I just kind of lay it in like that. A cluster of 3 sits nicely in a garland as well. As a 4 stands a bit more proud.
Yeah.
So depending on what you're trying to create. But I just kind of maneuver it in like that. You can tie it in a little bit more, but it won't move anyway.
Okay.
And it's pretty stable, yeah. All right, so these are clusters of 4, the same thing. I've tied it together with a 260, clear 260. And again, I just tie it in where I think I need it. So the nice thing is that you can maneuver it. If it's not right, you can always position it into the places that you need it.
It is such a good technique because you can move it around.
Yes.
You can try, you can play. And
well, at the end of it, you can, when you hide all the nozzles, you can go, oh, I need it a bit higher, or I need it lower. And that's the nice thing about tying it in.
Some people that might not know that are going into balloon decor might just think, oh, you just stick it on.
Yes.
And you do see some people that have done that. They clearly have.
Or they tie it nozzle to nozzle.
Yeah.
But then you can't move it around as much.
Exactly.
So, and this one, even if I don't like it, I can take it off easy as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Or just cut the 260 and maneuver my.
It's a great technique. Great technique.
Super.
Okay. So I'm going to get rid of this.
Yes, you can get rid of this one. And we'll
Can I pick this one up?
Yeah.
And this is what you would add to the bigger garlands, is that
Well,
right?
yeah, you can add them to the smaller garlands as well. It's just another technique of an add-on.
Okay.
Yeah, so I call this a mini garland. You can make them really long. You can double them up. You can twist and turn them. You can fold them like that. You can create another texture. So you can play with them, and they're pretty malleable. So I'm just going to show you how to make one of these quickly.
Perfect.
Okay, so we'll leave that there so they can see. Take a 260.
Yep.
And we're going to take all the air out of it, like that. We'll tie a little knot so the air goes in. And then we're going to take a few duplets.
Oh, that's a good ribbon. You're quite good at
thank
that.
you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've been practicing.
That's one thing I can do.
Yeah, really? Can you make a ribbon?
Skills.
One does never cease. Okay, right. So when I tie the first one, I'm going to leave a little bit of the ribbon.
Okay.
Because this is what I'm going to tie it in. So you can see I left it.
Oh, yeah.
So when I tie it into a garland, instead of adding another 260 on to tie it in, I leave a little bit out. So I'm just going to wrap it around and tie it in. And as most building blocks, we're going to do figure eights. So I'm going to take my duplet.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it on top. I'm going to do a figure eight.
Okay.
And we're going to keep building. I'm going to tip that way. Figure eight, that way, figure eight, keeping the tension because we don't want it too loose, but we also don't want it too tight. So, too loose or too tight. Yeah, you know what I mean. Oh, thank you, Greg. Okay, so we're going to just keep going. Nearly done. I only made these ones short because it just depends on what design I'm wanting to do. Sometimes I make them really long. And then I tie it off with the nozzle of the top duplet. Like that. And then I have a little piece that side and a little piece that side to add to my garland. And if you bring the garland, I'll show you how I attach them quickly.
All right. There we are.
Okay, there you go. So I try and have a look to see where I want to position it. And with the mini garlands, I like to give a bit of a flow. So if you're wanting to flow down, you can make them all flow together like that, or you can crisscross them. So it depends on your colors, on how you want. So organics is just purely like from the eye point of view. You step back, take a photo, see how your garland's flowing. So just take the 260.
Can I just say, that's really interesting what you just said about taking a photo. A lot of people use that technique because when you look at it,
honestly,
you don't always see mistakes.
You can keep adding. And you keep adding and adding and adding, and then you need to step back and go, actually, it looks beautiful, you know. Otherwise, you're there for hours. So a photo is very important.
Okay.
And also, if you put it on the photo, you see what the client sees because that's their photo opportunity. You know, maybe don't look too close at the little holes and gaps and everything because you can't fill them all. They're balloons, they're round. So
Okay, cool.
So you take your 260 and I just wrap it around the top bit, like one of the balloon necks. So you can also position it, like if you go, okay, I want it to go down that way, or I want it to go down that way. So again, you know, with the 260, it's malleable. And then I just position it in place. I tie it around the neck of a balloon inside. I find a nozzle that's most organic. You just sit there trying to find the nozzles. And and then you attach it like that. And you can always maneuver it to flow a little bit different. But I always use the clear 260s because no matter what garland color I make, the clear 260 is always blended. So otherwise you can't have a black 260 because it will show through. So
there you go. That is the basics to organics.
Yes.
And if it's okay with you, we'd like to show some of your organic work on the screen during this show.
I'd love that. Thank you.
Because this is just a sample. Right. Audrey, thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't, please do and hit that bell icon. You'll be notified every time we upload a new show. Check us out on Instagram and TikTok, where the fun stuff happens. Stay happy and positive. See you next time. Bye.